And now it is time. Welcome. Welcome to the hottest segment in all sports television. It's time for Upset Alert. We're going to do it a little bit differently this time because I've been on a little bit of a cold streak. Although all my upsets have covered if you've been paying attention. But I'm picking outright wins. Geoff will go first.
Good.
I will go second.
Whoa, hold on. Before we even get to Geoff.
Yes?
So you're no longer running anchor on Upset Alert.
He's been losing.
It's like when Aaron Judge was on a little bit of a coaching, like maybe you should put him deeper into the lineup.
Okay.
That's exactly what he is.
Can I tell you though why that? Can I tell you real quick why that? You have not been good at this, Bruce. Hold on.
You thought the Magic.
Excuse me, folks. I'm gonna need y'all to pipe down for a moment because I'm talking to the audience.
Okay.
Right here. What has happened with Wilds, it's the Aaron Judge thing would be the same if Aaron Judge all of a sudden changed his swing. Wilds, I do not know who you are picking this week. But what I do know is what made Upset Alert our highest rated segment of the week, what made it move lines was you picking these heavy underdogs and making Brew and I go, what? And then it would come through. Ever since we made that video compilation for you,
that's cursed.
You have started picking 3-point dogs, 4-point dogs. It's been cowardly.
But I have covered.
It doesn't matter. That's my segment.
Outright.
Nick's picks is about covering. You are about massive dogs winning. Keep that in mind. Sorry, Geoff, go ahead.
Okay, Geoff, time for Upset Alerts.
My team on Upset Alert is the 49ers. They're hosting the Chargers.
Wow.
I don't get, I know it's not a gambling segment, but they're getting Chargers getting 7 points. It makes no sense to me. Well, you're getting 7 points here. There's not a lot of great options this week. That's why I'm going with this team. If the Chargers can play and use Herbert to the full ability of what he can do, they can win this game. The problem is they often don't. And if you say, hey, let's open up the offense, let's let Herbert do a little bit more. Hopefully some of the wide receivers are back this week. They can certainly win this game. I'm never a believer in Jimmy Garoppolo. I think he plays well on the offense, but he's not the reason why.
What'd you say?
He's not the reason why they win football games.
That is definitely correct, and we're going to talk more about the Niners.
Do we need Dusty?
No, we don't need the graphic. Stop. We're going to talk Niners in a moment.
Are you a wins and losses guy? Are you?
He's
If you play to win the game, isn't it all about winning?
Wilds, remember you came with
I
me
mean,
on
yeah, I'm a win
Can
guy.
we just stay on the Chargers for a moment? Because I've seen our rundown. We're going to talk Niners in about 15 minutes. You said something that I totally agree with.
Yes.
And I just want to dive in on it for a moment. Why don't the Chargers let Herbert chuck it deep?
Because they have a bad coach.
Thank you, Geoff.
It's just because
he didn't want to hear that.
Staley is a defensive coach. He's not calling the plays.
But the defense
has not been good either.
Like if you have one side of the ball, you better be good on that one side of the ball.
Okay.
But their offensive coordinator is just.
You didn't know what he didn't know.
I didn't know he was going against Staley.
Now he wants to change the
Jeff's an
subject.
analytics guy like me. I thought he'd like him.
And even then, I'm picking them to win this weekend in this segment. I like the +7 a little bit better than
But you're picking an outright win.
Well, I get that. I'm picking the Chargers to win this game.
Okay,
I'm hedging a little bit with my +7 comment.
Yeah.
But my point is so I don't know why. I don't know if they're afraid with the offensive line being beat up to let Herbert take the hits, maybe because of the ribs. But everything's short.
Everything's short,
0 and 5
he's
yards.
got a great arm.
And when he is allowed to throw, he had a throw last weekend up the seam a little bit. He threw that ball 1,000 miles an hour right on. He can do all those things. If they put him in a West Coast offense, an Andy Reid offense, or Mike McDaniel offense, he'd be an MVP candidate. But he's not because they don't use him well enough in this offense.
Bad coaching, like you said. I mean, just period.
Go ahead, Wild.
All right, now it is time for the Puxatawny Phil of football to make his Upset Alert. And now, granted, I've cooled off a little bit.
Yeah.
You think?
I'm still. But
Truth hurts.
all of my picks have covered the spread. That's a Wikipedia fact.
Why are you going there?
It's
That's
probably
not
true.
what you were about.
But I'm picking an outright winner this week. Packers over Dallas in Lambeau. And I have 3 reasons why. I went the extra mile to help out Aaron Rodgers.
Let's hear it.
Reason number 1. Don't throw the ball to the other team. It's pretty simple.
It's important.
Rodgers entering Week 10 this year, 7 interceptions, 3 lost fumbles. The previous 3 seasons combined, same. 7 interceptions, 3 fumbles lost.
Wow.
So this time, don't throw it to the Cowboys. Don't. Throw it to the guys in the yellow helmets. Reason number 2, run the ball. You don't have to do it all. You don't have to throw the ball every time. Just run the ball. And here's why. Dallas, not great at stopping the run. They're okay. Yards per game, 135. That's 24th in the league. Yards per carry, 22nd in the league. Big runs, 29. Yards after contact, 23rd. Hand that thing off, bro. Get some yards. Okay. Doesn't all have to be Aaron Rodgers. And then finally, this is like a life. This is a life talk too. A lot of people come to upset alerts to hear what we're going to say and also just get some life advice.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
So here's a little bit of life advice. When you really want something done, but you don't want to be a jerk about it, just say, hey, friendly reminder, the meeting starts at 10. Okay? So that's what I want Aaron Rodgers to do
shot at me,
in
right?
the huddle.
That is a shot at me. I'm sorry. I was at parent-teacher conferences today, and I was 3 minutes late.
I'm sorry. It's
My
a
apologies,
friendly
sir.
reminder. It's just friendly. Why are you so mad? It's a friendly. So here's what it is. You say, friendly reminder, I'm going to throw a fade, okay? Just say, friendly reminder, because the Packers seem to be running the wrong plays.
Yeah, that's not good.
So here's Sammy Watkins, like, what is the play? Like, man, the play was a fade. The ball's over your head right now. So before you break the huddle, just say, friendly reminder, and then tell all the receivers where they're supposed to go, because in the red zone, you can't have stuff like this happening, and then he throws an interception.
This is the biggest example of why they missed Davante Adams, right? Because this is just a choice route. He's choosing what to do. He's basing off the leverage of the cornerback and what he's showing him. So him and Davante Adams are on the same page all the time. That was always something they never messed up. That's him and Watkins. That's why they stare at each other. They're like, they don't know what kind of
what if you said friendly reminder before you
I mean, you could tell him, hey, fade.
Yeah.
But it was the way it was covered, or at least in his
The Aaron Jones thing is interesting because they've had 3 games this year where he has rushed over 15 times, right? And in those games, he's averaging 8.8 yards a rush, 6.9 yards a rush, and 7.2 yards a rush. I don't know why they don't run him more.
Let's go.
It makes no sense to me.
Because they didn't have the friendly reminder.
He's their best offensive player right now. Use him in your game plan.
That's great analysis.
I agree with you.
And Brew, I'm excited for your.
Well, not Brew.
Hold on, wait. Before you get to yours, though, the reason I just want to stay here for a moment.
What?
What's happened to you?
Oh, stop it. That's a good pick. No one has the Packers. Get out of town.
They're picking a home team with Aaron Rodgers. That's 4.5 point favorites. This is why it's so disappointing. I don't know who Brew's picking, but there were 3 heavy underdogs this weekend. One of them, or heavy favorites is, I guess, another way to put it. One of them is a team you love mocking, that you always take shots at.
Oh, no.
In the Kansas City Chiefs.
You think I believe in the prince who is promised?
I'm just telling you.
To the Chiefs
I'm just telling you that the old Wilds.
I'm not
before you went Hollywood
to win a game,
or had the courage to pick.
I'm with you, Nick. All right, and it pains me to say this, Wild, because he's right. Yeah, okay, the Packers are bad.
Yeah.
But they still have a Hall of Fame quarterback. They're still in Lambeau.
Okay, then you guys pick
so I'm going to make the pick that the old Wilds would have made.
Let's hear it.
Before everybody, you became ballyhooed for your upset alert.
Remember last week he was afraid to even make his own pick.
Right.
He made you.
He made me make that terrible pick. Before you were recognized on the streets for being the upset alert guy. Before you were known as the best predictor of upsets on television. Before the cute promo graphic, you would have made this pick.
Are you doing it?
That's right. Before that, see how happy and excited you are? They changed you, though, Wilds. I'm making a pick the old Wilds would have made, and here it is. Washington beats Philadelphia this weekend. Oh, no way. I got proof, Jeff. I know you're mocking me. I got proof.
No proof.
I got proof. Here's the proof.
Go.
Beyond I could give football reasons. I mean, first of all, Washington is frisky with Heineke.
Against the Colts.
With Taylor Heineke, where the Colts beat the Chiefs.
Okay.
We're going back to that again.
They're frisky with Heineke.
Yeah.
And I told you, Philadelphia, did they look great against the Texans last week? No. So they're due.
They looked bad.
I got
by
history.
2 touchdowns.
I got history on my side. 3 of the last 4 teams that started 8-0. Have lost in week 9. Look at this. Wilds would have known that back in the day, 3 weeks ago.
That's pretty good.
The Patriots, the Niners, and the Rams. The Steelers were the only team to win, right, and go 11-0. But guess who the Steelers lost to that year? The Washington football team. At that point, they were called the Commanders. So I've got history on my side, Wilds. You would have known
know what?
this
Can I tell
a
you
month
something?
ago.
What?
You would have known that.
It's a special edition of Upset Alert.
What?
I'm also picking that.
What?
Yes.
Crazy.
I picked 2 upsets.
Y'all are crazy.
Yes, I've got 2 upset alerts.
Y'all are
I am
nuts.
picking Washington as well.
Washington
That's a
is
great
so
one.
bad.
I am also picking Washington.
It's not what
I
you're
picked
saying.
You're
Wa-
stealing. It's
No,
coming back.
it's a
You're
2
stealing my
It's
pick.
a 2-for-1 special. Time for Nick's picks.
coming
Hey,
Oh,
speaking
my-
of Nick's picks,
Stealing my
here's
pick.
something that actually has been making people money the last couple weeks. Can you remember the last time I lost?
You were hot.
I can't.
yeah, I
can
can.
we show last week? I like seeing myself as much as anyone. But can we please show last week what I did? Oh, wait, 2-0-1 last week. So last 2 weeks, 5-0-1 on the season, now above 500.
You're
Don't
back.
worry about the locks.
You're back.
We're getting them together. We are back in a big way, America. And you know how we're going to stay back in a big way? By taking a frisky Titans team, laying less than a field goal at home.
Ooh.
Tannehill likely playing in this game. The Titans defense just held Patrick Mahomes to 20 points in overtime. So is Russell Wilson going to score negative points? I don't know. Is that possible? It's on the board. I know there's no Jeffrey Simmons, but I don't care. Here's the deal. In that Titans-Chiefs game, the biggest plays of the game, Patrick Mahomes dropped back. No one was open. So he ran the football. You know who doesn't do that anymore? Mr. Quite Limited with his legs, Russell
point.
Wilson. Titans -2.5. Next one. You and me, Geoff Schwartz, we're on the
Yes.
same page here. Chargers,
Ooh.
7-point. It says road favorites, but they're certainly not road favorites. They're 7-point road underdogs. We're taking the Chargers
Yes.
plus the 7. My goodness. San Francisco D still a little banged up. Jimmy, you know is going to throw you one. It's just too many points. This feels like 24-20 San Francisco. Chargers plus the 7. Give it to me. And then the lock of the week.
Yes.
Fading the Fighting Jeff Saturdays.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much. Take advantage of this while you can, America. The Colts are going to play the Eagles here pretty soon. They might be 20-point dogs. The Colts are not going to be shorter than 7-point dogs the rest of the year. Only have to lay 4.5. I know the Raiders put Renfro and Waller on IR. I don't care. This is what I do know. The Colts were 0 for 16 on 3rd and 4th downs last week, and now they have Jeff Saturday as their head coach. They're not going to score 10 points. The Raiders just need 17 to cover. They had 120 yards of offense last week. So there it is.
Love it.
Titans -2.5. Chargers +7. And the Raiders -4.5. You know what that sounds like?
Perfect
Third
week.
straight undefeated week.
Perfect.
Let's go, buddy. Let's
Perfect
go.
week.
Mr.
Perfect
Upset
week.
Alert's
and
back
2
too.
upset alerts. Let's go.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.